What's up, guys? Back in today with another reaction to Muri Lover, I'll call it. There's no way I'll be your lover unless, this time with episode 2. Really fun first episode, actually. I really liked the premise. There was a lot of dialogue, but I thought they, especially the pacing, was handled really well, all things considered, in that regard. But yeah, like the general concept, like the characters so far. It was mainly focused on these two, whose names I will have to try to remember, but yeah, I like the whole kind of trying to prove that they are meant to be kind of deal here. But yeah, let me know what you guys think about this one in the comments. Leave a like on the video if you guys do like, and subscribe to the channel if you do want to keep up to date. Yeah, it's a pretty simple concept, but a pretty interesting one. I don't think, I mean, there's been shows similar to this, like Lovers War and such, where they kind of feel like at war. I don't think this is quite that drastic, but yeah, I just like the premise. It's simple yet effective. I wish we had the lyrics. Cast sung, which is awesome. Always love a cast sung opening or ending. But yeah, I wish we could read the lyrics. I'll probably try to come up afterwards. Actually, I think we did see this last week. I recognise a few of the shots actually. But yeah, to be honest, again, in a season where we've got quite a few anime airing, this was the standout from the first episode for me. This was the standout one. Let's see if I can keep that up. Bit like mine, it does look pretty standard, doesn't it? Got a PlayStation. Do you know, I used to have PlayStation 3, but I never got along with the controllers. I've always much preferred Xbox controllers, so I switched over. I think PlayStation's a superior console, but something about the controllers that's really uncomfortable. Whereas with Xbox, the controllers feel kind of very natural. I remember it was when I went around my cousins. I played Halo and Xbox for the first time, and it was awesome. I think it was Halo 3, and the controller difference was crazy. And again, Halo was massive at that time, so that was another massive draw to the system. But I wish I didn't switch. I wish I continued with PlayStation, and I probably will get a PlayStation next. PlayStation 6 whenever that comes out. You can be best friends and lovers. Yeah. So as I said, we didn't see too much of these other girls, so I'm looking forward to exploring them a bit more as well. Oh yeah. Who would say that? Nothing wrong with a bit of brain goo, is there? She has got a royalty kind of sounding soundtrack behind her right now, so maybe the mum can hear that too. Sorry, I just got that hair. I see. Is that a fighting game? Oh, a favour. Could be anything. So I'm really bad at fighting games. I'm alright at like Devil May Cry. I haven't really played many fighting games in my adult life, to be honest with you, but I always used to be quite bad because it's hard to remember all the combos unless you spend hours and hours and hours on it. I got pretty good at as I said, Devil May Cry. I've played through four of them. I haven't played the fifth one yet, which is a lot of people's favourite, so I need to play that at some point. I've got pretty good at the others, bar two, which was just crap. Just hold the fucking shoot button. But yeah, I got pretty good at the combos of that. They're not awfully complicated, but in fighting games, it seems even more complicated than that. Like downright, like down, like a set of like seven kind of. Yeah, it's just too much for my brain to handle. Yeah, it's alright. Yeah, it could have been anything, so this isn't too bad. Now, let's not forget this blondie got pretty touchy last week in class, so watch out. Groping. Oh, there was no time limit, was there? I mean, actions speak louder than words. I mean, again, there is that shot in the opening with all the girls kind of in the same position as the blonde girl, so I do wonder if that might be the case, that all of the girls end up kind of falling in love or something. Oh, sorry guys. I really just feel a hay fever right now. Oh, well, that's kind of like you imagine someone's very picky, but that's almost like that's actually quite adorable because all of these boxes she kind of ticks. Two-player games, Disneyland, shopping, studying. Oh, Jesus. Ow. Ouch. That hurts. Yeah, I get the gist of it. You want that because of the connection. For some people it is. Yeah, as I said earlier, we get that. It was like groping her last week, so yeah, her being so touchy makes absolute sense, doesn't it? Which honestly can be a bit annoying sometimes. You think that's a good thing, and I think most case kind of is, but sometimes it is a bit annoying. There's a certain thrill to like doing it in like places you shouldn't and such though. So I think it's the positives do outweigh the negatives with that, but there is negatives. I could say that. Could also say she is very blessed. So she's more so blessed than not. Princess Peach for the day. VR. I've never done VR myself. Never. I'd like to try it. But yeah, I've never done it. I'm not sure how I'd feel about doing it in an arcade. I imagine Japanese arcades are nice and clean. Can't imagine they'd be as clean in the UK or America or anything. Or they're very sweaty and yeah. Not sure I'd put something like that on my face. But yeah, I'd love to play like Resident Evil like 7 or something in VR. I think that would be cool as hell. Sorry guys, you can probably hear my chair squeaking. You can't always think like that. And who says you wouldn't have? Because you never experienced it. So you can't say that for sure. And as I said earlier, you can be both. You can absolutely be both. This is proper English stuff right here. 1 minute it's sunny, 1 minute it's literally just happened when it goes to a really hot, and then it just started raining out of nowhere. Oh yeah, it's not good, is it? White t-shirt, see-through. I love hotel. I do imagine it would be. Yeah. Assume they would want to. They don't want to waste any water now, do we? So pretty amazing they can both fit in it this direction, sideways, just like laying in it. So I know she's very pretty, but I imagine one of the biggest reasons people do pay so much attention to look at her so much is because she is blonde. They're in Japan, of course. She's very different looking than the usual Japanese person. I was gonna say some people that would very clearly intend more than that. Like that would very clearly sound like more than just friends. No, not really. You both have the same definition of a different label. You're not proposing it. Oh shit. The first and last. Or electrocutor. That'd be quite a twist. He accidentally died. Obviously that's not gonna happen. Jesus, things are getting steamy today, aren't they? Just wipe that off your mouth. That's disrespectful. Jesus, yeah, things progressed fast today. To be honest with you, I thought last week's episode was like almost a bit of an exception in how things so quickly progressed. But this week, maybe even faster in terms of progression. Less so in terms of the pacing. It definitely feels a little bit slower, which is good. But yeah, in terms of the actual progress of the two, just as fast, if not even more so. After that. She handled that pretty well, to be honest. Oh wow, it's finished. She handled that pretty well, to be honest, considering that was like her first time doing anything like that. I think I was a lot more nervous. But yeah, good episode today. You guys know I'm not a massive fan of fan service, but there wasn't actually too much. There was some really interesting. They actually done some interesting shots of it, to be fair, like an underwater shot. Yeah, I'm not a massive fan of stuff. I'm not against it either. Like, it's one of those things you accept watching anime. It's going to happen. But yeah, it wasn't like overly. It wasn't overdone or anything here. It wasn't majorly the focus or anything. It wasn't there just for the sake. Well, I mean, I guess you could say it was there for the sake of it, but it wasn't there just by itself. We actually had something really interesting going on around it. But yeah, she handled herself well. I think her name's Renako or something like that. Again, I'm just watching so many anime this season. It's kind of hard to get down some of the newer shows' names. But another episode mainly focused on these two as well. I don't think we even saw the other two friends today, did we? We saw the one that was in front of her desk, but yeah, I didn't actually even see the other two. I mentioned it earlier, but that shot in the opening filters through like the blonde girl and the rest of the friends, so I do wonder if there will be kind of more questions asked if this is like, is the blonde girl the right girl? Maybe the other three girls maybe have an opportunity. But yeah, thank you guys for watching. Like I said, another really good episode today. This has been my standout romance so far this season, to be honest with you. I think the pacing's been really good. It's been fast, but not too fast. This episode even slowed down a little bit, but went just as hard, if not harder, in terms of the actual kind of their relationship kind of progressing. I thought this was really good. Some lovely time playing games and shopping a little bit here, but obviously the standout, that end sequence, of course, that I got very steamy there. So if you guys do like a bit of fan service in that part, I imagine you guys absolutely loved. But yeah, do let me know what you guys thought about this one down in the comment section. Make sure to leave a like on the video if you guys did like, and subscribe to the channel if you want to keep up to date with these reactions. And I'll see you guys next week with episode 3.